Good evening. Welcome to Season Ewa, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm doing this broadcast because I need you to know this. We have to uncover as many of these injustices. And I need you to understand there's a connection between what they're doing. There's a spiritual connection. Recall that I spoke about Cecil Rhodes buried in the national park in Zimbabwe. And it's cottoned off. The people don't have access. The people to whom the land belongs don't have access to that place. His body is buried there. I've said it, his body must be sent back to Bishop Stotford. And we maintain that. I did a video. Here we have Powell in Nyeri. He unalived many in the Bulawayo. They took their land. And when they took their land, you see the picture in the scrapbook in the 1890s, they're standing in groups. And I blurred out the picture of black bodies hanging from the trees. Yes. African boys, scouts, and girls guides, take note, those are bodies that the colonials, of which he was part of, they proudly stood and strung up black bodies. My body, your body, our ancestors. That's what they did. And this man, you know what is worse? Guess where he's buried? Guess where he's buried? He's buried in the Nyeri National Park in Kenya. For somebody stringing up, he's put this as a scrapbook in his book for him to string up, watching and admiring, putting this in a scrapbook. I bet he doesn't talk about that in his boys guide, Boy Scout or Girls Guide. This is horrifying. Please don't send your children to Boys Scout or Girl Scout. This is a horrifying history. Horrifying. Look at it. You can pause this at any time and read the words and let that sink in. We are calling for his body to also be returned to, is it Somerset? Wherever he was, his body must be returned back. Because when you are treating, you don't get to lie down or stay in a land where you unalive the people on trees. You see, we need to call out all of these kind of things. We're not going to accept it. We mustn't accept this. This is something that they hid. And we keep saying it. Leave us alone on the continent of Africa. Leave us alone. We're tired. We've had enough. Leave us alone. You must go back. You cannot rest well among the people that you've strung up on the trees. You will not be allowed to. Our ancestors will not allow you to rest well. And then to celebrate you. Do you understand? I'm going to put a picture to confirm what I just said in there. That is buried in Kenya, in the Nyeri National Park. Africans, we need to teach our coming generation to know our history. This is so important. We must make sure that the people of Kenya, the Genzs, don't allow this to lie down. You must make sure that the body of this man, this Powell, is sent back to the UK. Exhume him. He is not fit. When he's got a book in his scrapbook, pictures of African men strung up in his scrapbook, and he calls it, you know what he calls it? Christmas tree. He calls it Christmas tree. You see why? I've always wondered why I had a problem with Christmas. Now I know why. The symbolism and what it signifies of us Africans and what they've done over the centuries. Please share this podcast. Freeze it at any time and read the words and look at those pictures. He put this in his scrapbook. Africans, please don't allow your children to be Boy Scout or Girl Scout, because this is a horrifying history that they've hidden from us all. You're listening to Citizen Hour, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm about return. I'm still not right, if not that I've come live, and I'm probably going to do a live on this at some point. But just taking what I've said, I'm going to put the evidence of him being buried in the national park in Kenya. And all of that is symbolism. Roads in Zimbabwe, building power in Kenya. It is all spiritual significance that they are in that land. They're trying to make that land theirs. It is not. It will never be. Get those bodies out. Those bodies don't, those men hated African men. And this man, with the evidence of the scrapbook, he hated African men and women. They don't deserve to be among us. To rest. Let them go and rest back in Bishop Thetford and whatever else, Somerset, whatever he comes from. What are your thoughts on this? You're listening to Citizen Hour, the platform where we speak truth about Thank you. I'm back for now.